I think
right?
maybe times are just changing and we're not as reserved potentially as we used to be.
We'll be going around naked before we know it. Can you
Well,
imagine that in the supermarket?
I'll be like,
Just
eyes up, everyone.
people's pubes just floating around, landing in the
Ew.
grapes.
She gets it from me, I get it from her. Together we rise when the lines all blur. The highs and lows, the space
Hello,
in between.
Hello,
daughter.
She gets it from
mother. How are you?
yeah, she gets
I'm
it
good,
from
thank you. How are you?
Yes, I'm good, thank you. I am going food shopping right after this, so I'm trying to stay zen because it's where I have the most arguments, I think. So it's one of them.
Usually in your own head.
Oh, yeah, never out loud. Never out loud. So then, welcome to the She Gets It From Me podcast with your hosts,
Layla the mother.
and Ellie the daughter. So I don't know why I said that for you. A podcast where we overshare, overthink, and unintentionally, but probably offend some along the way.
Very, very quickly, is your tree up yet?
No, it's not. Because we haven't bought one. We like a real tree. We were supposed to get it on Sunday. No, actually, that's low. We were supposed to get it on Friday. Didn't,
Mm,
because we just couldn't be
right.
bothered. I'd been in the office all day. Lots been working all day. It was just one of them. Then we're supposed to go on Sunday, but ended up being extremely hungover to the point where probably about 2 hours ago, I've actually started feeling okay.
Oh, God, a
Yeah,
two-dayer.
and it's now Tuesday, which is why I never drink on a Saturday night. Friday only. Well, I drink on a Saturday maybe, but like out. And I'm supposed to get it yesterday. Didn't because we still weren't feeling okay. We went to bed at 6 p.m. And then,
Love that on a Monday night. It's the dream, actually, I think.
well, we just kind of said to each other, like, should we just go to bed? And I was like, you're talking my language. Yes. Ended up not falling asleep till like 10 because I think we got into bed so early because we were both exhausted. But then by the time you lie there for a couple of hours and then you watch the time, I'm like, how have I been led here for 2 hours already? How's it already 8 o'clock? So anyway,
Yeah.
didn't, then was going to get it tonight. What's that? Makeup. Right, I need to go food shopping. So maybe tomorrow.
Right, okay.
Is
Well,
yours up?
tree did go up. Yes, it
Oh,
is. And yeah, made the house as Christmassy as I possibly could with the things that I have, which has
I
not
love that.
involved buying any additional purchases. So this is a
Mm,
free Christmas, apart from presents. Um,
I like that.
but I tell you what we'll do, if anybody's listening, we're going to be doing Christmas stuff next week onwards. So if you have any things that are stressing you for Christmas, as we say every week, please write into the show and we will cover them off. I was going to start on something which is a little bit heavy, actually,
Okay.
and it's around the number of skinny celebs, because something has clearly shifted. Because back in, I think it was the early 2000s, skinny was a thing. And then as the years went by, it became vilified. It was like, this isn't good. We shouldn't have emaciated looking people walking down catwalks. We should be celebrating the curves. And
The normal
so many
bodies.
people, the normal bodies. So something has shifted where everybody is being skinny again. So give me a second, because I took a screenshot, if I can find it on my phone. Of course, I'm tapping everything but the actual picture, but glasses have to go on for this.
I have it if that helps.
Because, oh, go on then. But Amy Schumer was in the paper today. She's skinny. Now, Amy Schumer has never, ever been what you would class as skinny, probably not even
No.
thin. And I just want to put a disclaimer out here. This discussion is not about body shaming or anything of the sort. I really just thought we can have a discussion on what is going on and just noticing these shifts. And who is it? Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
You would never ever have classed her as she was a very slim young woman. Now she looks very, very skinny.
Yeah, they're
What
calling
you
it the
would class.
wicked diet, aren't they? because they've all the
Right.
cast members of
And
Wicked
there
have
are
just dropped weight massively.
yeah. Well, and there's a so my little suspicious head is thinking, is this a coincidence? Because if they are, what are they doing? Because number one, and again, I don't want to body shame. So what someone finds not attractive, I don't think it can be healthy for you to be that skinny. But I'm trying to be really careful with my word choice, because I sent you a blog post about this woman who was saying that, and even Ariana Grande herself did a TikTok video on your body shaming me. Like, why do
Mm-hmm.
you need to comment on if you think I'm too skinny? So I do understand all of that. So it's not really about the body, but it is about, once upon a time, you would have looked at that skinniness and thought, well, that is something like an eating disorder. So maybe it isn't now, maybe just times have changed. But there are a load of stars on that list I sent you that have actually admitted that they are taking dieting Ozempic.
Yeah.
So you got like people like Lottie Moss, Kelly Clarkson, Tracy Morgan, Stephen Fry, Boris Johnson, Jeremy Clarkson, Rebel Wilson, Amy Schumer, who have just said, Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, Sharon Osbourne, and I would say her daughter Kelly as well, because she's
Yeah,
very,
Kelly's.
very slim.
Yeah.
Remy Bader, I don't know who that is actually. Heather Gay, Chelsea Handler, Claudia Oshry, Patty Stander. Some of these people I don't know. Billie Jean King. But anyway, so they're the ones admitting to it. And then I thought, they all look very similar. Who's the girl off of Towie? Amy Childs,
Yeah.
who claims that she got that slim through stress, which may well be the case, but they all look strangely similar. Have you noticed that?
I have, yeah. And like
It's not just being losing weight, it's being crazy skinny.
well, I think, I don't know if Manjaro that we get in this country is slightly different to Ozempic, but I've read it actually does something to your muscle mass as well. So it doesn't just burn away your fat, it also burns away your muscle. And they call it Ozempic
Oh.
eyes, which is what Scott Disick now has, where basically your eyes are all sunken in, and once you've
Right,
got
he's
it,
on it as well.
yeah, he's on it. But he went too far with it, and he did admit that, because her face looks like a skeleton, and it's like there's certain parts of it where it depreciates the mass that you had. It will permanently remove it, so you can't gain the mass back. So like with those Ozempic eyes,
Oh,
your
right.
eyes you go sunken in, because I guess your eyelid, whatever's under there, it can just permanently damage you. So I think for some, that's Ozempic though. I don't think Manjaro's. I think they're the same but
Don't know then,
different.
but that's really interesting.
Because you can't. I'm pretty sure you can't actually get Ozempic in England or the UK, and if you can, it's quite hard to, because there's more
Okay.
like worse side effects and stuff. But yeah, it does. It actually gets rid of your muscle and your fat. So I think where we're probably noticing it more is people who were, apart from, let Ariana Grande, for example, she was always tiny anyway.
Yeah.
And I guess you could say, well, some people say, yeah, she could have been hiding stuff, but you could just tell, can't you, from people's arms and things like that. So I think for someone already slim to then start taking it, when it damages the mass to your body
Well, she hasn't admitted
permanently.
to taking it, but I
No,
find it
she
odd that
hasn't.
all these
Okay.
celebrities, I just find it odd, they all look strangely similar.
Yeah, they've just gone very
In
bony, haven't
very
they?
bony, like really,
Every
really bony.
and I'm not saying that to be horrible. I could probably do with some Ozempic and Manjaro, probably could. It's not the path I want to go down,
No.
but
Well,
have I looked
you said
into it?
something.
I have, but I
Right,
think,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's this is I get, okay, you've got your average Joe, whoever, that what's the saying, Tom, Dick, and Harry, that
Yeah.
you know you work full time, you've got kids, you're busy, like me, I don't even have kids, but after this I need to go food shopping, then I need to come and actually make something for dinner, I need to get the washing out the washing machine, like life just takes over, doesn't it? And don't get me wrong, these
Yeah.
celebrities are crazy busy, but I
Mm.
think when you're a celebrity, you could afford to have some time off. You can afford that personal trainer. You can afford that chef that only cooks you fresh, organic, so I think for celebrities
Maybe.
to do it, I think it's a little bit contradictory because it's like you've probably got more freedom than a lot of us, yet you still choose the option that's gonna make you lose it quicker.
But you said something really interesting earlier on about, was it Lizzo? Or
Yeah.
someone, a musician who do you say it? Because it was really, really interesting.
Well, I don't think Lizzo's admitted to being on it, but she's dropped a lot of weight, a hell of a lot of weight. I mean, she looks great, and she's done it very quickly. Um, you got someone like Lizzo who used to advocate for the plus size community, bigger girls, beautiful women, this, that, and the other, given a lot of people that are not very happy with how they look or potentially overweight. I'm one of them. Kind of someone to look up to in a way and go, well, she's saying it's acceptable. Why can't we all be part of that community and believe in that? For someone like
Yeah.
that, who did, and you can't tell me she didn't advocate for it. She did. Every conversation was always about weight. Every interview was someone brought up weight. She's like, I love my girls thick and all this.
Right. Didn't you say even in her lyrics? Song lyrics?
Yeah, oh, Megan Trainor as well, and her song lyrics that have actually now
Right.
changed. All about that bass, that song where she's saying about her curves and her mum says, don't worry about a thing. Boys like more booty to hold at night. All that. She's now
Right.
lost shed loads of weight. So then it's where well, I don't think she's officially changed the song lyrics, but she did. She sang it live not too long ago and
Okay,
sang
right.
completely different lyrics because she
Right.
no longer has any curves to hold on to at night.
Right.
Um, and yeah, it's like people like Lizzo. Where do you? How can you advocate for it for so long, and then all of a sudden you're slim? And I'm not
Yeah.
saying you're not allowed to do that. Of course, you're allowed to
No.
change your opinion. Sorry, I think I got a bit of fluff on my nose.
So what do you think's going on then? Do you, because the assumption from that would be that actually people that are overweight did want to lose weight, but the easy option has come now. So it's like, well, actually, we can all be skinny then. All we have to do is take this
Oh,
drug.
potentially, yeah, I think so. I mean, Ozempic's been around for years in America, years and years and years, like a long time. It's not a new thing, but I think us getting it here and it becoming widely available to your average person
Mm,
is new. Um, but yeah, I just think like, where does it end then? Because if they were to then take Ozempic or Manjaro away from those celebrities tomorrow and they put all their weight back on, are we
yeah.
then going to say we're all part
It's
of that
okay to
community?
be
Yeah, now it's all like,
again.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just very up and down. And
It's
that,
so interesting though, isn't it? It's just
I
like,
mean,
what?
yeah, I think that's the trends with celebrities, though, isn't it? Like they are the influencers, and people do follow it. But
Maybe.
I think the moral of the story is probably just whatever makes you happy in yourself. Do that
Yeah.
because you can't trust no one.
No, you
Clearly.
can't. No, but on that, so apparently eating disorders have risen
Mm.
a lot in the last 5 years. So it said that hospital admissions for eating disorders in England increased by 84% in the 5 years between 2015-16 and 2021. These are UK
Mm.
stats, by the way. The number of children and young people starting NHS treatment for eating disorders in England nearly doubled between 2016 and 22-23. And in 23, 12.5% of 17 to 19-year-olds in England had an eating disorder. That is frigging huge, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's really
There's
sad.
there's an increase in males. Uh, they've more than doubled, and there's been a 128% increase since 2015-16. And then globally, it's just saying that there is a consistent upward trend. And apparently some of the, I've forgotten to add it in here, but some of the reasons that they're stating is COVID. So I think it was that, the lockdowns potentially have impacted people more than
Yeah,
we
I
realise.
mean, exactly. And eating disorders go both ways. You're not just anorexic, you can go the other side of it, where you can't, instead of not eating, you can't stop eating, um,
No.
because you find I find comfort in food. I'm happy to admit that.
And we
Um,
all do to a certain extent.
yeah, I mean, when I'm happy, I want to eat. When I'm sad, I want to eat. When I'm excited, I want to eat. Like, I want to eat. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter what I'm feeling. Maybe
yeah.
I have one that's just not diagnosed. I don't know, but I think it can go either way. And I do think things like COVID, you had a lot. Society was kind of really torn apart, and people weren't as. I think
Excuse me.
people were made to feel like we were all pulling together as this community and protect this and do that and get that. But you were, at the end of the day, you were left on your own in, in your homes. You were locked in. You could go out and do an hour's exercise or whatever the
Yeah.
rules were, but it went on for a long time.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
And some people like their time alone and quality time, but at what point does it become it wasn't quality time at that point, was it? Because we were forced, and some people loved it, and
Yeah.
that's great for you, but I think the majority of people have really been affected by it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not surprised that there's an
It's
increase, and that's
really,
really sad. I don't.
really, really sad. It's really shocking. So that led me on to this thought that, well, actually, what is a healthy weight? What is a healthy body size? Because I'm just going to be totally honest here. I don't think being obese is healthy for anybody. It cannot
Mm,
be. Just the same as being anorexic is not good for the body. So there has to be a middle ground. So I looked it up, right? And I did put this to ChatGPT, but I said, I don't want NHS, I don't want World Health
mhm,
Organization information because I'm not entirely sure I trust it. But it said that the
agreed.
most neutral, independent, scientifically reliable measure is look at your waist to height ratio. So we should actually, our waist should be less than half our height. And this metric consistently predicts stroke risk, heart disease, diabetes, visceral fat, and metabolic health. And apparently that is better than your BMI because my BMI
Really?
is in the healthy range, but apparently, yeah. So um, there are 3 independent markers that you can do. So
What
the
if you're
waist to
really
height.
short, though?
Well, yeah, but you'd still want the
I guess
correct
so.
ratio.
Or really tall, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. So it says that waist to height ratio, and that is universally research backed, resting heart rate and blood pressure. Because obviously,
Mm,
if you've got high blood pressure, but if you've got, if your blood pressure is coming back good and your resting heart rate showing that you're fit and healthy, then you know that you probably don't need to do too much other than what you're already doing. And then you can also look at your blood markers. But I just thought that was a really interesting way because I sort of thought, well, how does anybody know what is healthy? Because it's not the extremes. There's somewhere in the middle, isn't there? So anyway,
yeah. And it's all we base weight nowadays, don't we, on like what people look like. I always say it's, obviously there's a medical thing, but it is also how you feel in yourself and to an extent, I guess, as I say that, because you could put fronts on. You can pretend like you're okay with
yeah,
yourself, but deep down you
yeah,
might not be, which might be a difficult, thought process for some people. But
yeah,
we are focused so much on these days on how we look and what we wear
mm.
and yes, we are. I didn't do my hair for no reason. I didn't put a full face makeup on to record this for no reason. I'm conscious of how I look. Um, but yeah, I feel like we are focused on that too much, I think. Because it's just everywhere, isn't it? Movies,
Yeah,
films, everyone wants to look like that, be that skinny, or men want to,
mm.
have big arms, big muscle. I don't know, tattoo. I don't.
Yeah,
But it is, isn't it? We're so
yeah.
focused on what people look like. And
And you know what?
actually, sorry, I'm just quite interested to know. I know how tall I am, so I'm not going to say out loud what my waist is, but I'm just going to say. So if I'm 175 centimeters.
Right.
Oh my
So
God, quick
your
maths that I don't want
waist,
to do.
hang on, your waist
Half.
should be
Oh no, my laptop is gonna die. Yeah, I need to get a charger. Hang on.
Yeah,
My
just
waist
plug
should
it
be
in.
87.5 centimeters. What is that in inches? Work that out for me in inches. Because I'm telling you now, it's not.
33 inches.
I'll be far off that. But I reckon
Well,
it's probably, I've definitely got a few inches to go.
but it's a good measure. But do you know
Hmm.
what the thing you've said that's making me think about people's weight is that, I mean, I was born in my late 70s, grew up in the 80s, 90s, and there has always been a conversation about weight. People too
Always.
skinny, it's never ever changed. So what you said is the most important thing. You have to be happy and comfortable in yourself. But I don't think that's all encompassing. I don't think that means that it's great for you to love just vegging out on the sofa every day, eating dairy milk and becoming the
Yeah.
size of Jabba the Hutt, because it purely from a health, it's not about visuals, it's from a health perspective. It's not, you've got, even just at my weight, which isn't necessarily where I want to be, but things are more difficult. It hurts sometimes walking up the stairs. Do you know what I mean? It's just so, I think there's middle ground to it, but I think if should be about finding out what is actually healthy, but then
Yeah.
maybe health isn't
But,
important to everybody.
well, I don't think it is. But then also, isn't it? It's like you can buy a cheeseburger from McDonald's for £1.50.
Yeah,
Actually, I don't even
exactly.
think you can do that anymore, can you? How much is a cheeseburger?
Yeah, no, cheese, I think they're £1.19. Not that I ever do.
Oh. But then, you want to go and buy a pre-made salad and it's like £6. So,
I know.
and I
I
guess
know.
this is the system we're in, isn't it? And maybe they want
Yeah.
us all like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. But
But
this,
yeah, I can see why it's easily done. A bar of chocolate, you can get a packet, I don't know, something chocolate for £1. Yeah,
I
a pack
know.
of apples is like £2.50. I mean, obviously dependent on where you're shopping, and I mean good quality as
And
well. But
and yeah, I was gonna say you want nice apples, not the mushy shit with
well,
the
yeah, because
bloody wax on them, which
ugh,
really annoys me.
well, because then you're
Have
not
you
going to eat them.
have you ever done that? Ashley buys apples
I
and he
have,
now rinses them with a boiling kettle and all the colour comes off the apple.
I have done that
It's
before.
quite
Yes,
astounding. Okay, we're going to move swiftly on then, which leads us nicely on to, did you see the fashion awards?
I did.
And right, what is going on?
We're just all naked all of a sudden.
Why? I don't understand it. Am I getting old? I don't remember this being a thing. People freaked out when Elizabeth Hurley back in 2000s or the late 90s had her very famous Versace safety pin dress.
Oh,
That was considered risque. Have you never seen it?
I don't. Probably. Let
You
me.
will have seen it. But look it up. That was considered risque and kind of, no one's ever forgotten about it. Everybody went on about it. She did look incredible, but that was
Yes, I have seen
risque.
that before. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Have you
she
seen
looks
Moira Hig?
amazing.
She does, but that is the extent of how risque it got.
Mm.
Why on earth does Amanda Holden have her bum out? Why is Moira Higgins wearing underwear? I don't understand it.
I think. I think with stuff like that, isn't it? Fashion isn't subjective. So,
It is subjective.
oh, it is.
Yeah.
I thought the same was your point. Isn't.
No. So objective is no, objective is fact and subjective is there's no, it's not
Oh,
fact.
okay.
It's
Well, it is
just,
subjective then.
yeah.
Sorry. So I guess people, you can kind of do what you want with fashion. I get it, but I do
Mm.
think, and especially in the last 10 years, we've just got way more naked than we were before.
Yeah.
Like you always kind of kept something to. Am I lagging or is it just me?
Probably just you.
Oh, um, the idea of maybe keep something to the imagination or, uh, I don't know. But yeah, now we are just completely uncovered. And, also that might be why people don't feel good about themselves because you've got these celebrities that have got personal trainers. They've got all of this. They don't live the normal average life. Yes, they might be on movie sets for months or years on end, but they don't go to work, sit in an office chair for 8 hours a day. So their
No,
bodies
it's very
do look
true.
like that. Maybe that, us becoming more naked and it being more easy for everyone to see, is making people not feel that great about themselves and taking more risks just to lose weight when we don't live
Yeah,
the same
maybe.
quality of life,
Yeah,
a
maybe. But
lifestyle.
I don't I just, and you know, like, you have to be conscious as you're getting older, because I am getting older and I'm getting less tolerant for things. And you do start looking back, because, you know, as a teenager, I used to love getting my belly out. So I'd wear my little crop top, and I remember I used to walk past the building sites and stuff like that, thinking I was the most ugliest child you've ever seen. But I was just, you know, like when you're a
You
kid, you just think,
wasn't.
don't you? I was. And then I definitely remember getting older, and I did like to wear like tight fitting stuff. Absolutely. Never bothered showing my boobs because I didn't have any. Didn't really like my legs. So for me, it was always jeans and a boob tube. That was like my classic.
I love that.
That was my classic going out attire. But I never felt the need to do, because there was, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but when I was growing up, there's always the things of, you can show legs or
Yes.
tits, but never both at the same time.
No, that was, isn't it? It's one or
That
the
was the
other.
thing. Yeah, one or the other. And now it's both of them, and sometimes even your under boob. And now Amanda
Yeah,
Holden's actually, have you seen Amanda Holden's
I have
dress?
seen it. Yeah, I mean, I think that comes from Ulster actually, which what you're watching when Kim Kardashian has her ass out in a suit.
I haven't seen that
Well, not a lot
scene
of
yet.
people noticed it actually, so you might have missed it
Oh,
because it looks very normal from the
oh,
front, and then she turns to the side and literally like her whole ass is out.
oh, okay. She does wear a skirt with a big slit up the side.
No, it's
She
not.
does.
It's got her literally thong
Oh,
out, like.
oh, I
But
haven't
then
seen
again,
that one
as we're
yet.
saying this, you know, we watch people date in bikinis on the telly. Like,
Yeah,
so
very good
I think
point.
maybe times are just changing and we're not as reserved potentially as we used
Think
to
we're just
be.
we'll be going around naked before we know it. Can you
Well,
imagine that in the supermarket when there's a
I won't be going shopping then. I'll be like,
there's
eyes up, everyone.
people's pubes just floating around, landing in your
Ew,
grapes.
disgusting. I mean, yeah, I just think times have changed, and I do believe you can be daring with fashion or, you know, wear what you want
Mm.
to wear. Um, but you know, it's like sex is just everywhere. It's in every song, it's in every movie. Like some movies are like fully watching porn these days.
I just find yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a podcast on that. Not porn, but
The
what you
raunchiness.
now, it's unbelievable now what
Mm.
you can watch on your TV. That was literally, you could only see stuff like that. It wasn't even top shelf stuff. It had to be like back of the counter. Have you got
Well, yeah, or you accidentally click like, what was it, 982 or something, and you just have someone like that. Just in like
yeah,
some
but yeah,
lingerie.
what you can watch now is absolutely unbelievable. Anyway, okay, so that is just, yeah, I couldn't believe that. But then
Yeah, I
if
think,
that's what if
sorry.
no, you go.
No, I'm just going to say, I think times are changing, but we are becoming more exposed and exposed as it goes on. And, you know, some people might be happy with that, but some people might not be. So
I don't,
I don't think we should
well,
all have to, we don't all accept anything. So,
no, we don't. But if something is odd, there is a definite shift in how much how much flesh people are showing. What you can actually watch on TV nowadays. It's not that I mean, it is that I'm getting older, but I remember TV. I'm only 48. It's not like, it's just something is changing and something is shifting. And I just find it really weird. And I think we should do a podcast on it because it is having an impact. It must be having an impact on women, young women,
oh,
because
it
these are
must be.
probably the first generations now, aren't they, where you can access porn. You can
Yeah.
dress how you want. You can have as many sexual partners as you want. Like that, you know, we don't have that thing anymore where it was frowned upon to have sex outside of it's basically a free for all now. You can do what the hell you like.
Yeah, it's
I'm
definitely
so
interesting
fascinated.
times. I wonder what, you
Yeah.
know, in a
Where is it
couple of
going to
100
take
years,
us?
what it will be like.
God, who knows?
Look out your window, see people banging.
I think you could probably. Do you remember that time we were waiting for the bus years ago?
Oh my God.
That
Yeah,
was
full on gangbang going on.
full on gangbang,
I
and it
said,
was.
sorry, I keep doing
No, go
that.
on.
Sorry, no, you
No,
go.
don't be
It's
sorry.
not
No, go
about
on.
that, so yeah, you go.
No, go on. Change the subject. We don't need to know about a
No,
gangbang.
I was saying to Loz once, me and a friend from school, we once, those cow pole things you suction the cow pole so the kid doesn't have to take it on a spoon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We had one of them. We thought we were hilarious, sucking up juice and squirting it out this window that she had. She had like their loft conversion with the flat windows that you could literally like stand outside of. And
Dangerous.
yeah, we were inside, we weren't outside, and then all of a sudden we just looked across the road and there was just a man with a full on boner. Do you not remember this?
No, what, in his garden?
No, he was in his bedroom window. So we're like in the bedroom window, we're looking in, he's just stood with a boner.
What, looking at you?
No, he wasn't looking. He was obviously doing.
Oh,
We
okay. You
couldn't
didn't
see
know.
what he was doing. We didn't look for that long, but I just remember we being like, "What the?" We were like, "What the hell is that?" I think we were like 11. We didn't know what a boner was, so we were just like, "What is that?"
Call that man an ambulance. There's something wrong.
Yeah, I mean, fair
Oh,
play to him
Christ.
actually, but
Yeah. But yeah, close your bloody curtains.
close your blinds.
Okay. Well, I thought we'd end on something lighter then, and we'll keep this swift. But have you been watching anything interesting on TV?
I like to go through all of the Real Housewives. I've watched them all before. I'm doing them all again.
When is this one Is this American or which
The
Housewives? Because
lot.
there's a lot of them. You
They're
watch all of them.
All of them. So I'm currently on Atlanta, but literally all of them.
Oh my
Beverly
God.
Hills. The only one I haven't watched is Dubai and London because they don't really interest me. I like the
Right. Okay.
American ones. I like Miami. I like Orange County. You name it. I love them. But I'm on Atlanta and I'm finally on season 16. So we're on the last one. It's taken
And they're all
me
the same. Are they all like super rich women?
super rich husbands, divorced. It's
Plastic surgery.
Yeah, it's like the Beverly Hills one, but just different
Right.
places. Atlanta, I think, is probably one of my favorites, just because the women are absolutely hilarious.
Are
They
they?
are so funny. You just feel like you get to know them in their what they called confessions. When they
Right.
have time out from filming and they sit with a microphone.
Oh,
They're
okay.
just brutally honest. They are probably more honest in my opinion, than any other cast they've got. Beverly Hills is kind of they never really admit what's going on. They kind
Right.
of just, oh, she's a bitch. This one's like, it's just amazing. I definitely recommend.
Here's a question. As if they're more honest, do they get on better?
No.
Do they have less, or they still have the same amount of fallout? I just
Oh
wondered
my
if.
God, no. Atlanta is like every episode, it's like, what did you say, bitch? And they're
Oh, they do.
literally, they fight, they fully fight, physically
Oh
fight
my
with each other.
God.
Yeah,
What?
they go for it, but they're hilarious. And then one of the OGs, Candy, she's not actually on the final season, but her and her husband Todd just got divorced in real life. Really sad. They've been together for like over 10 years. They were like the ride or
Oh,
dies. And they just always were very fitting with each other. And the mum hates him. The mum's like, she turned lemons into lemonade because she hates her husband. So all these memes are going around like Mama Joyce is going to be so happy now they're finally getting divorced after 10 years.
right. Did Mama Joyce have something to do with it?
I don't actually. There's loads of rumours out there.
Right. On that note, then, I have been watching All's Fair, which is the one with Kim Kardashian, and people have been slating it because a lot of people have just been slagging off Kim Kardashian, basically saying she can't act, she's wooden, and all the rest of it. And I was like, well, that is the least of its problems.
I love that.
I think everybody should watch All's Fair, not for Kim Kardashian's bad acting, because actually I don't think it's that bad. I don't think any of them act very well in it at all. including Meryl Streep, which I'm really shocked about. But I think that's just because it's such a terrible program. It's
It's
terrible.
really unrealistic, someone said, I think.
I tell you what it's like, right? And I think this is
Obviously,
probably
but
why I like watching it, but it's like it's been written by teenage girls or very sort of early teens girls. You know, when you're like 13 and you think, I'm going to be a badass bitch. I'm going to have loads of money. I'm going to have a really
Yeah.
high-flying job. I'm going to drive a sports car. It's literally been written by, I would say, teenage girls who just see themselves having this lifestyle. It's not realistic at all, but it's so utterly awful that I'm absolutely loving it. I highly recommend it to everybody.
Really?
It's proper, like, you're just like, my God, that's ridiculous. The storylines are stupid. But it's like they're water, right? Like, I love some fizzy water, and just top tip, you can get a pack of 6 in Lidl for like £2.30 or something, right? They are drinking what would be the equivalent of Cristal champagne. So they drink fizzy water out of champagne.
Oh my
But it's these
God.
really decadent bottles. They have breakfast. It's like a 3-course. They're honestly, watch it. It's
It's a bit like Carrington Dynasty, I guess. That was just
Oh,
when
yeah.
they remade Dynasty, which is the one I've watched, and it's like everything that happened was just like, what? It was so good because you were just like, that does not happen in real life.
No.
The
no.
mum gets facial surgery. The mum's a good, 65 years old. She ends up getting facial surgery and turns into the spitting image of her daughter. It's actually the daughter reenacting the mum because
You're
the surgery.
joking.
No, because the surgery was so good. It's like that. But you're just like, you can't stop watching it.
Yeah, you honestly, please watch it.
Yeah.
It's on Disney. I highly recommend it. And it's all these really decadent things. It's like everything is just decadent, but it's totally and utterly unrealistic. Well, I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe this is how
Maybe it's not.
the rich live. But yeah, the storylines are just bonkers. But watch it and tell me if you think it's been written by teenage girls, because I'm convinced it has.
Yeah, do you know what? I'll give it a go, actually. I think I've only got a few episodes left of Atlanta. Once I've done that, I will actually start watching it because I like the far-fetched stuff because it just takes you away, doesn't it?
Escapism.
It is escapism, and I guess that's
really
the whole
is.
point of it. So
Yeah.
it's working. But
Yeah,
yeah, I do love
exactly.
that.
Yeah. Please
You
make
can
another
just
series.
Yeah, when you can just get so into I think it's like the first time I watched Wicked. I literally thought I was in that film. I was like, this is unreal. It's like Avatar 3 or 2, whatever the Avatar was that come out a few years ago.
Right.
I went to watch it in the 4D cinema. Oh my God, I literally thought I was in there. I was an Avatar. And I just love that stuff because it does take you away. But I've also heard Wicked 2 is quite shit.
Oh, God.
Every review I've seen, everyone's saying, they were yearning for the same feeling that they felt with number 1.
Well, they say the biggest disappointment are your expectations.
Well, true. So I think I'm going to be disappointed, but I still want to go and watch it.
Yeah, I'd like to go and see that, actually, because like you say, with that first one that came out last year, that was the first film since probably I watched The Goonies that actually made me feel that magical. You know, when you're a kid and you feel that, nothing does that now, but
No.
that did last year.
Yeah, that wasn't that feeling. I did watch it and I was just like, I'm there. I'm there. And I'm the main character.
And you do, don't you? Just in your head, you can reach those notes. Oh, yes, you can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right, you've got a food shop to do. So
Oh.
I will now go off and edit. You enjoy your food shop. Yeah. Why
Thank
are
you.
you going now? Because you've got nothing in for dinner.
I've got nothing. I was supposed to go yesterday, but I went to bed at 6 o'clock. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, don't blame
So I'm just going to go now. I'll be home by 7.
Okay.
I'm just going to literally whiz through.
All right.
So.
But just don't whiz around in the car. Right.
Yeah.
I have to say it. Right, I love you. And good
I
luck.
love
And I'll
you.
speak to you later.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.